Known for operating some of the largest helicopters in the world, Erickson has called this area home since the early 70s. Today, Erickson Air Crane is a leader in the industry with operations all over the world, but still maintain their bulk of their operation right here. Tell me about the company history. I mean, this is fascinating.
Erickson Air Crane was founded in 1971 by a guy by the name of Jack Erickson, who was a logger. That was his profession. He owned trees, he owned mills. What he didn't own was a way to get the logs from the woods to the mills.
Right.
So he had the brilliant idea of using helicopters. So he was the first logger to use helicopters for heli logging. So we started in that business in the mid 70s, and then it's evolved over the years. In the mid 90s, we developed our fire tank system, and we now use the aircraft very heavily for firefighting. And obviously that's a very important aspect of sustainability of our natural resources. Is if you have a forest fire, you want to be able to contain it as quickly as possible.
Right.
And the aircraft can actually be reconfigured after a forest fire to do what's called hydro-mulching. So they can actually aerial drop seed to reforest after a fire. So these aircraft started life as military CH-54 helicopters. We then purchased the type design from Sikorsky, so we're able to take these old military aircraft, completely refurbish them, and turn them out as a brand new commercial S-64 air crane.
You really have to look under the surface sometimes to find companies like this that are doing really sterling work. But they're not obvious. You've got to scratch the surface, and this is a perfect example of how to recycle the past and repurpose it for tomorrow. Now, I lost the coin toss, so Don gets to be in this giant during this test, while I have to stay outside. This is just not fair.
We are the right men for the job.
Here's the deal, it takes about 15 minutes to start one of these up. The reason I'm shouting is that right now, they're about 5 minutes into the process to start this. This noise is nothing. When this thing starts moving, believe me, you're gonna hear about it, and I'm gonna feel it. This lifts 12.5 tons.
Now we've just got the pumps are on, fuel levers are open, turn is going.
All right, here we go, they're starting to main engine.
Okay, number 2 engine starter light is on. N1 is starting to turn, 21 degrees on the T5. No fuel is showing, and oil pressure is up. Number 2 igniter is on. And the blades are starting to turn. At about 13 and a half, we'll go in the gate.
Okay, here we go.
There's 28%. That's something we want to be at as we're bringing the dot of your torque right here. This would be the engine RPM and the rotor RPM.
Okay, so the engines have been turned off now, but these things are so massive, it takes another 5-10 minutes just to get these blades to slow down. Hey! How was that, dude? That was amazing. I tell you, oh my God, the ground's like going.
Oh, yeah.
12.5 tons this beauty lifts. Unbelievable.
And they walked us through every step of the way, every procedure, everything they did. They explained to us what was going on, and the vibration in there was just like incredible. I'm still shaking.